Hey there folks, my name is Noms. Welcome back to my single player let's play of Minecraft Survival on the Amplified setting. So unfortunately, we went for a little adventure last night, which yielded a lot, but yep, it ended really awesomely, as you might imagine. We lost everything. And I don't really know where I was. I mean, I know I was towards the west-ish, but then after I went west, I went like north-ish and then south-ish, and then I was following the border of the ocean, and then I died. To fall damage. I don't even know how, to be totally honest with you, but point being, all my gear is gone, as well as all the equipment that I had found, which is really frustrating. Really frustrating. So part of what we're going to be doing is making new gear, but ultimately that's going to be, blah, whatever. No big deal. Who cares about that shit? That's just some nonsense. It's got to happen. So, fun fact, FYI. Trap chests don't get turned into Christmas trees. Or Christmas chests. Chests. If you didn't know that, I just realized that just now. Pretty interesting, isn't it? Great, so we have enough stuff to make full armor again, which is goody gumdrops, my son John. And I only want that, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And then load up. You're also going to need a few more items. That should suffice right there. And like so. Not a pickaxe. We'll go with a diamond pickaxe for now, as well as a diamond sword. We can stick around with 1 diamond. We can go for an axe and then shovel. But you understand this stuff. Nothing important. Just kind of going over what has to get done. We also are going to be doing some farming today, as well as some building. We haven't got a whole lot to farm or a whole lot to build. Whole lot to build. But we are going to do so regardless. We are going to be making, hopefully a bow, actually. There's a bow here, but, I have no arrows, do I? I really don't. I wish traveling was not such a pain in the ass in this game. I mean, ideally, I wouldn't have fallen to my death. And ideally, I would have had coordinates, and I'd had coordinates, but it was, like, I saved some, but it was nowhere near where I was. You know what I mean? Like, I waited a few minutes to get some more coordinates, and boom, that was it. Just wasted. Which is really, really frustrating. We also need more food, which is mainly why we're going to be doing this farming thing. We're actually going to set up a real farm. Sort of. You'll see what I mean. So first we got to get down there to what we currently have. Our crops growing. Our sand? Nope. Our, what's it called? Reeds? Sugarcane? Sugarcane. Abdi. And our wheat. Boom. And now we can finally make some stuff, but like this is such a mess. Such a freaking mess. It looks terrible. Just break this block, please. Oh, what the fuck was that? I waited perfectly. I don't know, man. So we're gonna bust all these up because we're gonna collect them all. Hopefully, if we don't drop any too far into the ocean. And then we're going to get the rest we just dropped. Why is there grass under here? I thought grass wasn't supposed to grow underwater. Because, like, it doesn't make any sense whether it be grass here, but whatever. There's also clay down there. We should get some that clay while over here. So we got a lot of work to do, frankly. We got a lot of work to do. We really need clay. We really need, we need more sand. So I think another trip will be in order, but I might have to be a little smarter about this because one thing I have looked at and noticed is that the world I generated is tough because there's like no variation in biomes, and I mean this. All I found on my adventure out last night, I went like 4,000 or 5,000 blocks I'd wager to. Probably not even that far. Probably like 1,000 or 2 because the terrain takes so long to do anything. And I found a desert and I found a savanna, and that's all I found. I mean, I found the roof forest, but I mean, new stuff was nothing. And the desert's really far away. I mean, like, there's nothing else. No, not even a birch forest that I find. So, that sucks, because that makes it really hard to do anything like make a door with sticky pistons, because we don't have sticky pistons, because we can't find any goddamn slime balls. And I mentioned before I could potentially find them underground, but slimes are a pain in the butt to try to locate it beneath the surface. And I really don't think it's worth it, to be honest. We're going to get rid of this too, because this is also not very pretty, and we want to keep this area as pretty as possible, since it is our home after all. I want to keep everything mucho pretty. I don't know what the word for pretty or beautiful is in Spanish. That's too bad. But yes, where are we gonna put the farms? That I have not yet decided. Actually, they're gonna be near to the base, but not on the same island as the base. I don't think, because it just wouldn't. I don't think it would look good, frankly, if it was. So I think we're gonna put it somewhere nearby, but just not too nearby, but not too far away either. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. I have to locate what the where the area would be first. You know what I mean? Oh, perfect. Now it looks almost proper. Just gotta bust a few of these down to make it look a little more generated, a little more natural, and that looks just about perfect. Let's do that. And there you go. That looks perfect-ish. I mean, that's fine. It works, right? It works. We still have failed to go ahead and get this thing replaced, which is just not gonna happen for a while. I don't think it won't happen until I log in, and then boom, it's just gone, because it's kind of a hassle. I don't have enough blocks to do anything else, so I'm not gonna spend blocks to do that either. I mean, the bridge hasn't even been finished. The one that I already replaced everything on, like yesterday or 2 days ago, nowhere close to being done, unfortunately. It's still an empty vessel if you saw it. I'm really frustrated by this because I don't want to use this ever again. I really don't. I really don't want to use this. I hope I have more what's it called? Dirt up on the in the chests in my base, because we're gonna need them to kind of make a level terrain to build our farms on. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make them redstone farms. I don't think I'm going to yet, because not everything, but most things in redstone that are good require sticky pistons, to be honest. I could make like a dispenser one, but that requires hoppers, and I don't know. I haven't planned that out as creative yet. That might happen next episode, to be frank with you. It's a good idea, though, to have like a wheat farm that's automatic, or as close to automatic as I possibly can get it. I know you can make those ones with bone meal that actually are automatic, but I don't have a consistent source of bone meal at all, so we're really not going to bother with that. So we got a bunch of stuff. What happened to all of our wheat? Oh, did I have it on me? I probably had it on me when I was out, because I just noticed that we just harvested all those seeds and the crops area. How'd you get up there? See, this is a problem, because he's gonna blow something up. Like he's just gonna. You know, I can't even run to stop him. Fucking hell, man. I'd like to point out that I didn't die foolishly either. Like, I mean, I died to fall damage, but, like, I don't know how it killed me. I was very confident it would not kill me, which is why I took the jump, quote-unquote, as it were. It wasn't even that far. It was probably a 3-block jump. I don't know why I took, like, fucking 7 hearts of damage and died with full enchanted iron armor. I'm not even kidding. It's pretty much what happened. I mean, obviously, I must have been wrong, because otherwise I wouldn't have died, right? But, meh, whatever. Fine, sure. Be that way. I'm just salty, as they say, because I had a lot of shit on me. I had like 6 or 7 stacks. I'm not even kidding here. Oh, good, we still have the wheat here. I had like 6 or 7 stacks of sand. I hadn't found any, what's it called? English noms. Can you speak it? Wow, I don't know what it's called. I forget what it's called. And I forgot what I was talking about. Noms is tired today. He should record these in the morning, not at night. Because I'm recording this like 15 or 20 minutes, maybe an hour before you see it. I can make a bunch of this stuff, though. That's good. Clay. We had a bunch of clay. We had a bunch of sand. And I think that's what I was talking about. And we found all of it, but we couldn't. Yeah, no good. It was just unfortunate all around. Just unfortunate. Okay, so we got a bunch of this stuff. We don't have a hoe, though. Where's our hoe? We have to be careful, because I did see that creeper nearby. He was sneaking off to the left or right, I think. So we got to make sure we take him out before he destroys our newly born farm. Let's get the frickety frack up yonder. Where is he? There he is. It almost sucked. I do not want to ever have to rebuild this stuff. But it does tell us that we have to do some lighting up here, or else zombies and shit are going to spawn and cause massive damage. So we should actually do that first. I know I just said we were done here, but whatever. I gotta change things up a little bit sometimes, right? This whole project, frankly, the base is taking longer than I had hoped it would because I really wanted to get all my stuff out of chests and have like a safe place to work and just be able to have a base of operations, you know? This is not how it's worked at all so far. It's been a hassle. I haven't been able to get the blocks I need because I picked so many blocks to use, which wasn't a bad idea. I mean, I don't regret choosing to use like 4 or 5 different blocks for the build. It was just kind of badly planned because I did not expect, and I mean this, I did not expect it to be such a hassle to travel and get things. You know, I really did not expect that to happen. One thing I realized we don't have that we are greatly going to require is water. We really need water for any farm at all, ever to work. So our plan here is we're going to build this farm off, and I think we might even like do some artsy, fantasy-esque layering of the farm down yonder. That'd be kind of cool. Have like a wheat grow around the entire base area as like a decorative item. I think that's a good idea. I've always kind of wanted to do it, but I've never had enough seeds or enough space to do it and make it look good. But having like fields of wheat would be really neat, I think. I think that would work out well. Okay, we're almost all set with the plot of the garden so far. We gotta do a little bit more, I guess, because we do need to put the water somewhere, right? So I guess we will just do this. I ran out of friggin' dirt, whatever. The water can go in there, though. Oh, but we have to go down there to get water. Oh, fucking hell, man. What a hassle. I should leave a freaking cauldron up here, like 7 of them, and just leave them empty, hoping the rain collects in them. I mean, it's not likely it'll happen, but it might happen. Need more dirt, and we got a bucket, so we can go down there and get the more dirt for our thing. I mean, I'm sorry, get the water for our project. And well, first we can start it though. I mean, we can still plant the seeds, the wheat, without there being water here. It's just not going to work quite as well. So, like considerably not quite as well, but it's okay. If we still plant it, we shouldn't go anywhere yet. Oh, it has to be lit too, not lighted. That's not a word, Noms. That should be okay though. Should be sufficient. So again, this may not be a final form, but I think I wouldn't want to do something like this. Or this may be temporary, and I still want to have like weed grow everywhere. I think that's pretty cool. That's the ultimate goal right now for the farms. Because on one hand, it's really functional because we can get a bunch of wheat pretty quickly. And on the other hand, it looks cool at the same time. So even if I don't want to harvest the wheat anymore, it still looks pretty cool. So perfect. Just the right amount, I think. We had to go back downstairs, or down off the cliff, unfortunately. Can I get down? I almost fell to my death. That would have sucked. That would have sucked indeed. Here we go. We can get done this way. Whip, boing, boing, wee. Okay, so we made it back finally. Took us, the entirety of the episode to get back there. Nah. And I probably could have got more water. Yeah, I really could have actually. Let's do that. That's smarter, right? Yes, that looks the entire way. And now we have a pretty much fully functional wheat farm. So check that out. We have, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 12 by 3, 36 approximately. Like 36 wheat will be spawned every 20 minutes or so. So that's pretty good. That's a renewable resource when it comes to food. That'll work out proper. Alrighty, well, I am out of time for today. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video that I make.